Is John Fetterman switching sides? We have exclusive video of him with Scott Presler, a fellow giant. Welcome to the Doug TenNapel channel. This is where the happy patriots are. Lots of changes are coming with a new Congress. Here is incredible video. You got to just watch J.D. Vance's smile through this whole thing. Kamala Harris got furious at him for smiling and laughing as the new Congress was sworn in.
Do you solemnly swear that you will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that you will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that you take this obligation freely, without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that you will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which you are about to enter, so help you God?
I do.
New Congress, Republican majority, Speaker Mike Johnson. This is all good news so far. Now it's all going to click along all the way through to Trump's inauguration, unless Democrats and some very scary actors get involved.
Federal government has already proven that they cannot protect President Donald Trump. So I agree with General Flynn. I think there's got to be a scaled down inauguration because the number one priority is to ensure that President Trump safely takes the oath of office. And can he do that effectively in Washington, standing on the west front of the Capitol with all of these threats? I don't think so.
Learned a lot of lessons, and there's things that they're already doing. Now, Trump is aware of some of these things, but the undermining by the current administration, this isn't a peaceful transfer of power. It's not a peaceful transfer of power. I mean, look at what they're doing. Look at what they're doing, giving more money, more billions of dollars to Iran. So
remember to please pray for the protection of Donald Trump and this country. Now, Byron Donalds is responding to Hakeem Jeffries, who seemed to have some kind of a born-again experience. Changes in Congress. Hakeem Jeffries said the Democrats want to help secure the border and create jobs. Do you believe him?
A major agendas in front of us. And actually, I was glad to hear from Leader Jeffries saying that the Democrats were committed to wanting to secure our border once and for all. If they're serious about that, they will have willing partners with Republicans. But if it's just talking points for speeches and they're not serious, we will get the job done without the Democrat Party.
Well, if he's not serious, we're going to do it without you. I don't have high hopes that Democrats are going to help secure the border and turn the economy around at all. In fact, I think if anything, it will harm them in doing so, harm their political aspirations to do so. So I actually expect them to try to sabotage Trump and jack up the economy, drag their feet on all of his border initiatives. The problem is they don't have a majority anywhere to do anything so long as we remain united, so long as our clump is tighter than their smaller clump. Now, a smaller clump tighter can really harm us if we start flying apart on special agendas and going off on our own. So we have to remain united. That's just the way this thing works going forward. But Trump has already described his first moments in office. He told, it was Brett Baer reported this, said that he described it as shock and awe.
I've been told that it's going to be shock and awe as far as executive orders and all the lists of things that are going to happen on January 20th, and that they're going to throw a lot in the first day and maybe a couple of days that will have to be digested, but it's action that's happening right away before Congress gets its act in gear and passes whatever it passes.
Well, you know, keeping up with the incoming president, we'll just be up all night long on Inauguration night. Just stay up for the signed actions to start the very next day.
It was a shock and awe moment.
But what's your overarching message to Americans who are eager for major border action on minute one? Like Inauguration Day, 1 second in. How much will you be able to improve the life of everyday Americans?
I got 3 words for him. Shock and awe. Shock and awe.
I love it.
You're going to see us take this country back. And look, like I said before, it isn't just about the deportation operation. It isn't just about saving the children. It ain't about securing the border. What's the result? Less overdose deaths, less sex trafficking. For God's sakes, one of the worst crimes around. Less migrants dying. Under this administration, over 4,000 aliens have died crossing that border, an historic record. When President Trump, had immigration on 90%, had that border shut down, he saved thousands of lives. So less aliens die, less Americans die, Wages will increase because you don't have all that illegal labor working for pennies on a dollar up here. Trafficking is going to vastly increase. This country is going to be alien crime. Alien crime, you're going to see that reduce significantly. As far as Trenda, Agua, and MS-13, a notice to you, my gang's bigger than your gang, and we're going to take you out too. So I can't wait to get started. I'm excited about coming back, serving this country again. Took a huge pay cut, but my wife said if you don't go back, we're going to get divorced because I'm sick and tired of you waking up every day pissed off about you not being able to do anything. So I'm excited about coming back.
Well, Tom, I love the energy. Thank you for all of the time. Thank you for everything that you do. I can't wait for you to get started on all of this. And listen, I look forward to having you on a bunch to give the American people an actual recap. I mean, so much of this administration is going to be about that transparency, understanding what their government is actually doing, seeing it.
That is the changes that are going to come on January 20th, first day with the number of presidential orders, the amount of firings, the people getting to work on their jobs. It is going to be culturally shocking how much work they're going to get done. I find that encouraging. Now, here's Scott Presler. He's the big, tall, long-haired, gay guy. I think he's 6'7". He's got fantastic hair. He met with John Fetterman. This is what he said on X. Something happened today. Stay tuned. Now, we're going to go forward to this. This is a tweet from Resist that copied a piece of dialogue that they captured on a piece of video with Scott Presler. Listen to what he said. Trending, Scott Presler tells Pennsylvania Senator John Fetterman, quote, "If you ever want to become a Republican, we will gladly welcome you," unquote. Here's the video. I just wanted to give you that because it's very hard to hear that in this video. If you ever want to become a Republican, we will gladly welcome you. Now, John Fetterman sitting there open to it, but here's a follow-up tweet to that from Scott Presler of The Persistence. "I told John Fetterman at the farm show that if he ever decides to become a Republican, we would welcome him. They had a second unused booth, so I asked if we could use the space to register everyone to vote, waiting to hear back from his team." Now, Scott Presler has been doing great groundwork helping deliver Pennsylvania for Trump. He's part of one of the biggest reasons why we got so many people registered there for our party that brought out record votes in that state. Scott Presler's already working on 2026. When we talk about primarying people and getting them out, that's going to be Scott Presler's work. I look forward to his work. Let me know what you guys think. Will you accept John Fetterman if he joins our party? Don't forget to, if you like this video, watch another one right here. It really helps us out. I'm Doug in Exile.